Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to HR Repair. This is Ray, and today we have a little bit of something different for you. It is a 2013 Volkswagen. It's the 3.0 liter V6 TDI model. This thing is diesel, and it is maybe souped up just a little bit, but that's not what we're here for. Today we're here for the TPMS system that's not working. Contact! Alright, so I've been kind of fooling with this thing more than I wish I would have. Well, first, we got to get a mileage. 241,572 miles. Little baby Jesus, or little Jesus there, looking out for him. So what we've got is my phone ringing. Anyway, so back to our regular scheduled program. So our TPMS light would always come on. We could not get the sensors or the vehicle to read the sensors, and when we came into here, you're supposed to be able to come into the screen here. Let me get it pulled up here. Welcome to Volkswagen. The TPMS light just continues to flash. This is taking forever. Okay, so settings. We'll come into, believe, tire pressure monitoring. Function is currently not available. Okay, so that's everything. That's always what comes up. And then if we scan it, we come up with no communication. Don't know if you guys can see that. Yep, no communication with the TPM. If I come in here and get view full report, I have a gateway module that is saying control unit for tire inflation check, no communication. All right, which is going to be U012700, which is a communication fault. So what we've got going on here is our module is not pulling up. It's not scanning, it's not pulling up. First things we've got to do is check powers and grounds. Well, I couldn't find hardly any information, so oops. So I put in a call with Identifix. They told me where the TPMS module's at and how to test it. Well, we got in underneath here. Didn't take long to figure out that we have an issue. I just pulled this thing straight out and look at what we have there. We have got green crusties and a swollen red wire. That's going to be our power wire. So we're going to pull this thing apart and see what we've got there. So I'm thinking we're going to find that a certain area of this is completely rotted away. Now this thing is mounted up underneath this trim piece right here and on a bracket right there. So held on with 2 bolts. Hopefully this thing's still good and we can just fix that wire and get this thing going again. So let's go ahead and cut that wire apart and see what we find. Alright, so I've actually had to cut a little bit out of here. As you can see, this whole thing is all crust-o-matic right there. Let's see if I can get you guys focused in on that. Focus. Just like that. That is not going to make connection. It does look like somebody pinned that or pierced that thing at some point in time. So yeah, that's why if you did, that's why you should always clean everything back up and reseal it. If you have to pin it or poke it or pierce it, better make sure you reseal it. let's get that repaired and see if that takes care of our issues that we're having. Alrighty, we are going to see if we can communicate with our TPMS system now. So turn our key on, move my seat forward just a little bit here. Can't even reach the pedals. Oh, hey, our TPMS light has quit blinking at least. Let's go back. We'll clear DTCs, clear and reread actually, and we'll see if that module is online again. After 30 minutes, not quite, we now have a TPM1 module back up and going. So let's go ahead and button everything up. I did not put the bottom trim back up. I wanted to make sure that we were going to be good to go. So we're going to put this back up. As you can see, we've buttoned all that up real nice, taped everything up, and I did check a lot of the other wires, or all the other wires, make sure none of those were pierced, and they were not. So not sure why that one was, but I mean, it should be kind of protected by this thing here, and there's nothing here that I can see, so I don't know. Oh wait, nope, no, there's nothing there. I thought maybe there was something there. I don't know, maybe a rock got in there, I don't know, but looked like a needle pierce. So I'll get these bolts put back on and we'll get this relearn done. Hopefully they'll all read again. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in here, go to settings, we'll go to was I not in here? What in the world? Hang on. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Would you look at that? Would you just look at that? We've got tire pressures. Looks like our front two needs a little bit of adjustment. But we got tire pressures. Okay, let's go ahead and X out of this. We'll come to here. Whoa. I don't want to get demonetized. Okay. Let me adjust the front tire pressures. We'll go out and take it on a drive, and I mean, it's working. So let me adjust the front tire pressures. We'll go out and take it on a drive. Perfect. Look at that. 33 in the front, 39 in the rear. It's exactly what it's supposed to be. As you can see, in between the wheels there, it'll tell you what it's supposed to be. So let's take this thing out on a test drive and we'll verify that it all works as it should. Now, I was a little concerned because here on the, not the last oil change, because we just did the oil change today, but the previous one, I was a little concerned because the previous one I found that the one sensor was not reading, and so I installed a Autel sensor, which it's supposed to work, but these Volkswagens are notoriously, they are very notorious for having issues with not cooperating very well with aftermarket sensors. So I was a little concerned that that's what our problem was, and I messed with it for quite a while last time, but then I needed to get it back. The customer needed the truck, or needed the vehicle, and I needed to get it back to him. So I told him that I'll work on it later, and later came at the next oil change. So put my seatbelt on for safeties, and now I'm driving on the wrong side of the road. Anyway, so like I said, we got we got the thing repaired. We did what we came to do. That was not what I was expecting to find. I apologize, I didn't bring you guys along. I'm getting pretty bad at that, so sorry. I'm gonna try to do better, but I'll just leave it at that. So I hope that this was helpful for you. I know these are not a real abundance of vehicles like this out on the road, but maybe this will help you in some way, shape, or form. If it did, let me know that down in the comments below. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you guys anything, and it helps me out a ton. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for watching.